I know that's what he do, but I'm sorry, even though he always try to throw, he always throw that up. I couldn't find that. I couldn't find that. So I couldn't find that them last games we played. And I was trying to.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, that boy ain't gonna do that. Boy ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do no count.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a good catch. That was tight. I needed that.
The guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 62 yards. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 44-yard line.
Jackson now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Yo.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Man, I don't care what it was. I'm trying to get a W.
kick almost a push.
I'm sending this W to. Damn, I ain't trying to do that.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Sending this W to T.O., man.
Checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced them punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill.
I'm seeing
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive. That's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. Jackson.
Damn.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's too much time.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson to throw. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Stop this shit.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers,
So G-Mac,
wide receivers on the field as a defender.
what's that give you that bad move
They
blitz?
expected it and got there and popped it free.
on my father.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Now Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Hill.
Damn.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Yeah, man, boy would have stopped you then.
Touchdown run. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown,
They were supposed to stop that shit,
kick this one away.
I needed that stop.
Definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Yeah, gotta score.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case.
You see that shit, man? I think pounded on.
Success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21.
Nah, this one of my arch nemesis right here. I'm playing the game. I'm on. And tell I ain't been on the losing streaks. I need this one in here so bad.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back.
Yeah, this my partner right here. This ain't Fair Tone that I'll be playing. Oh, but I gotta get this one in here though. He been killing me.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where
Beat that shit, man.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline and
Don't want to get over there.
dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Well, this is going to be hauled in by the
What
tight
count
end.
that?
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Trying to put that pressure on. Now, why my man ain't getting no shed? Definitely gonna get an interception.
Now Jackson. Now he'll take this and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Hill will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal.
Yeah, I ain't been applying no pressure to him. I know what to do. So I'm going to try to play the defense and see if it works.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
I need to
The
stop,
Detroit
man. I need
offense
some
ready to begin
defense.
their drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 8.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Goff.
I need that. I need that.
Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kicker on.
Now the try here for the point after.
Boy, I got all 4 of them touchdowns too, boy.
As they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
I'm enthused.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it.
Come on, man. This boy ain't catch that.
He had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson.
I told you I had something for him.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
Yeah, that's out your character there, man.
The 15-yard line. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Yeah, you don't never do stuff like that, man. Give me a chance to get some points on the board. Like, yeah. Yeah. I thought I got the ball back there. I'm glad I did get them little numbers.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's Jackson.
For sure.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick
I
this one away.
17.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here we go. Set. 65.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 54 yards. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow
right there, I showed T.O. this here.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken
I just need something to shut him up. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Here are the Lions now as they
I just gotta shut him up though.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hell yeah. Don't definitely need to see this here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like
gotta make it real bad for you too, boy.
Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Damn.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion.
Shit.
He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson will throw again.
Same little route.
Into the hands of Flowers.
Hey, come fumble that shit.
Down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
No, we changed it.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Hold on there.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Thinking about going for 2, boy. Okay. Okay.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped short
Oh,
of the
no.
goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt
Be
is
mad at
good.
yourself now.
Now after the touchdown move,
Don't be
back
mad.
out to
Ooh,
kick this one away.
and a bad
They're gonna
kid.
mark that Barrett went out of
Yeah.
bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
My fault, boy. I got a 11-point
Second down
lead.
and 3.
Need to hold on to this.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk.
And hold on to it.
That time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
70, Timberwolf.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's going to have the Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Value three.
Goff going to throw it.
Gotta sneak that in on you.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 26 yards. And the Lions.
What you say, man? Man, you see that nigga, that completion, man, 100%, man. God. Perfect game. Come on, man, go finish it. Oh, no. Come on, man, let's go finish this game, man. I'm off the mall.